Hello everyone, my name is Julieta Perez and I am the expert on the reading skill from group 49 of the course Didactics of English. First of all, the importance of teaching reading, exposure to the language reinforces language acquisition, and it's also the best model that we have for the writing skill progress. It also strengthens sentence construction, punctuation, vocabulary, and grammar, and it stimulates the discussion through engaging and interesting topics. Now, there are six skill principles that Harmer establishes. First, reading is not a passive activity. Students should respond to content, and therefore they need to be engaged with the material that we're giving them. Also, prediction is a major factor in the development of this skill, and the task should always match the topic. And lastly, teachers have the duty to exploit reading text at its fullest. And now, both the authors that we use as a reference for this presentation tell us that the learning sequence in this um, skill in reading has three parts: the pre-reading, during reading, and post-reading. Prior to the reading, we're going to focus on content prediction and the activation of prior knowledge. Then, during reading, skimming and scanning are the two abilities that we're going to focus on. And then, in the post reading, the attention is going to shift to discussion, content interpretation, and critical thinking. Now, the Common European Framework of Reference give us some statements. I'm not going to read all of them here. But as you can see in these three first levels, the focus is on short, simple text and the use of pictures. The activity that I'm going to show you in just a minute is with the level A2. So it says that students in this level understand short, simple text containing the highest frequency vocabulary. Here are the four last levels. You can check. And then I'm going to show you the classroom activities that I've planned for this specific case I was given. Level A2 of teenagers that are English learners. I based this activity, let's say, they're not three separate activities, but one activity in 3 moments. And I got inspired in a book club that I used to run and really enjoyed. So for the first part, pre-reading, we're gonna focus on prediction and discussion. So a panel of this graphic novel that is called Through the Woods. It's like a suspense horror kind of genre. So this specific one panel is going to be shown, and it's the first page of the novel. This is perfect to guide students through questions to predict where they are, how they feel, and most important, where is the story going? What is it going to be about? What is going to happen? Now, for the second part, during the reading, we're going to focus on skimming and scanning and some basic inference questions. During the skimming part, what I want is for students to grasp the general idea of the story. So, describe the mood of it. What is the relationship between A and B? What is the story mainly about? Then, for the scanning, I want for them to be able to extract some more specific details. So, where they go, who comes back, how do they feel about this? Find 5 words that are used for ABC, and then some basic inference questions that can be done during the reading of the text. Why does the narrator say that? What does he feel that way? And then post reading, depending on the specifics of the group you have, the alternate ending activity can be done as just a form of discussion, or it can also be a writing prompt. And let's say that the question that guides it is, what do you think happened in the woods? Because the ending is a little open. And then what alternate ending can you give to it? Now here we have some three common challenges and its solution. Very hopeful solution for low engagement. Um, well, low engagement can be seen through all areas of knowledge, but specifically during this skill, we can really inquire what are our students' interests and really use them for them to develop this skill in an engaged way. Now, in the presence of limited vocabulary, teaching keywords that we know they're going to face as an obstacle during the reading. Let's address those before we start our novel, and that should be fixed. And now for passive readers, response tasks during the reading, like little questions I showed you in part two, are going to be of great help for those passive readers. Now, how to assess reading? We have three different ways. In the literal aspect of it, skimming for main ideas and scanning for specific information of the text. Critical um, will be done through open-ended questions. And in the metacognitive sense, we want to ask students how they understood. What was the most difficult part of it? What helped you understand that part? And then here there are some educational resources. There's one that's not here officially, uh, but that I will tell you right now. It's called Read Comics Online, and it's a great source for comics, graphic novels, and that more visual aids that can help us through the reading process. And then these six, New Zealand Commonly Read Works and British Council, contain reading resources divided by levels, which is really useful. Rewordify is a tool that we can use to kind of digest lengthy, difficult texts. And also Padlet, it's a very nice tool to use for those post-reading tasks because it has very like interactive tools that can work very well within a classroom, within a book club, for example. Here are the reference materials that were used during this presentation, and thank you so much.